Hello friends, this is Professor T.B. Ugle, working as Assistant Professor at Department of Agriculture and Technology, KJ Bagh College of Agriculture and Biotechnology. Today we will go through the different types of damage done by the insects to the plant and the general symptoms of insect attack. This information will be useful while observing the insects attack in the field. The There are some damage caused by the chewing and biting type of insects having three different main mouth parts insects. First is the biting and chewing type of insects, which feeds and which bites the leaf margins and leaf, and even they are boring in the fruit, so damaging severely. Sometimes they are also defoliating the leaves in the field, severely affected area. Another one major part is the piercing and sucking type of insects, which directly puncture the cell wall, puncture the tissues, even they are scraping the epidermis. Thereafter, they are sucking the cell shape from the epidermis or plant tissue. Another one is sucking pest major rasping and sucking type of sucking type of insect. This sucks the juice by scraping of mandibles. Most of these type of mouthparts found in the thrips. First, on the based on the damage symptom caused by the insect due to feeding. First, the biting and chewing type of insect, that's the external feeders. They causes the notches along with the margins of the leaf. This type of symptom is found in the cereals. Most of the cereals like uh, grasses, even the jowar in rice. This type of notches feeding is being observed in the rainy season. This type of feeding mainly done by the beetles and weevils, which feeds on the grasses. Occasionally, they are also feeding on the main crops in cereals in Kharif season. Another one is the based on the damage symptoms caused by the insect, chewing and biting type of mouthparts with external feeders. Some insects like flea beetle making the short holes on the leaves in the mustard or in the pole crops, even in the other broadleaf vegetable. These short hole is prepared. Short hole is made by this flea beetle and extensively damage the leaf canopy. There are some other insects which act as external feeders, especially the caterpillars and the larvae, which heavily feed on the tender leaves in soybean, in groundnut, in the broadleaf castor. So these Bihar hairy caterpillar or the tobacco beating caterpillar feed voraciously at initial stage in first instar and second instar. To skeletonized leaves will be formed in the field, and these skeletonized leaves is very difficult to manage and to develop the canopy, and even after that the spreading of the third and fourth instar larvae is very dangerous in the field. And see, this is also very having the great damage to the plant. Even after that, some cases in some crops like soybean, it completely defoliate the leaf after the uh, process the ETL. So farmer should take care of that their their produce within a preventive way. There are some other biting type of chewing and type of insects like the grasshoppers, armyworm, semilooper, in which completely defoliate the leaves at latter stage. As you are seeing this picture, this photograph, they are completely defoliated by this armyworm. Yeah, even armyworm, I think, Sepraga, even the Spodopteryptera and semilooper in the sunflower also completely defoliate the leaf by feeding voraciously over the leaf surface. So this is also very dangerous symptoms produced by these caterpillars from the Lepidoptera order. There are some folded type of leaves or leaf folding is observed in the series, specifically in the rice. The rice leaf folder fold the leaf and feeding inside the leaf by scraping the epidermis and scraping the chlorophyll. It is very typical symptom produced by this leaf folder in rice only. This type of symptom protect these caterpillar with exposure to the pesticide, sunlight and rainfall. This is very important to identify this type of pest because the symptom produced by this pest, that is the folding of leaves over it, and it fits inside the galleries which is formed by the folding of leaves. The biting and chewing type of insects also having another symptom, that is the rolling of leaves. The cotton leaf roller or some in other vegetable also, the leaf roller caterpillar rolls the leaf and uh, get it protected from the exposure of the pesticide spray. So this type of symptom is observed in the cotton, which is caterpillar heavily feeding inside by the rolling of the leaves. So this is another one damage symptom produced by the caterpillar in a hill. Another one is the biting and chewing type of insects externally feeding on leaves. They are also wildly feeding. It is a typical characteristic of the lepidopteran insect that they have to they are having the capacity to secrete a fiber or the structure or the weaving like activity is being followed after feeding. In pigeon pea, the red gram leaf waver is very particularly observed during the before the flowering, that it waves the tender leaves togetherly, and the larvae of the caterpillar is very safe inside this web. So it is never been exposed to the chemical spray, hence it is survived, and the attack is increased day by day. Another one for example is the groundnut leaf miner, which is also very voraciously feeding on groundnut in the Marathwada region. Even during their rainy, uh, there is a break in the rainy season. So this is very particularly observed, the waving of leaves in the Lepidoptera with leaf miner and leaf weaver insects. Another one is the biting and chewing and type of insects with the external feeders, the boring in the holes in the pods. Gram pod borer or tur pod borer or tomato fruit borer, that is the Helicarpa armiger, is a polyphagous pest. Feeds voraciously over the fruits by inserting its half body portion inside the fruit, and the remaining half portion is being kept outside the fruit or damaged plant part. So particularly circular holes on the fruit or on the pod is a very typical symptom to identify the attack of gram pod borer or tur pod borer, that is the scientific name is Helicarpa armiger. It is also polyphagous and is being observed throughout the year very with a great number. This is very important pest in the all pulses and most of vegetables. There are some wilting type of symptom is produced in groundnut by the attack of the white grub. Actually, white grub damage to the root system, but the due to the damage to the main taproot system of the groundnut, so it produced the wilt-like symptom. Initially, it was resemble with the wilting of the with the soil-borne fungus or harmful fungus, but actually when we are uprooting this groundnut, it is very easily uprooted, and the actually root system is damaged by the root grubs. Sometimes the initial damage of the white grub or the root system is initiated the bacterial or fungal infection to the plant. So this may be the secondary damage caused by the white grub. So this type of symptom is produced by the attack of the white grub in the field groundnut. White grub is very common pest nowadays in the even banana, even onion, all the tuber crops and the crops which is taken under the soil. So this type of symptom is being produced. Even sugarcane also having great problem of this white grub. So another one is the mud galleries on the plant. The termites having the peculiar characteristic to form the mud galleries in the sugarcane or in the even in our household furniture also. Even the higher trees in the forest also, it forms the mud galleries over the plant. So along with this symptom, this type of symptom, we can easily identify this is biting and chewing type of mouthparts insects with the termites specifically to form this mud galleries. So this is the example produced by the termites. There are also another one damage produced, that is a dead hurt and the white airhead, particularly in the rice or in all cereals. The Lepidopteran stem borer found with the dead hurts, specifically characteristic feature of this is Lepidopteran pest. So the central shoot is dying with wilting type of symptom. When we are uprooting this, it is come easily come out from the whorl. So this is a very particular characteristic feature of this Lepidopteran stem borer. Mostly in the rice, the yellow stem borer, Scubocaga insutillus, even the all the cereals with the Chido infuscatulus or Chido partillus, this type having this the same type of the symptom. Even the prematurity level, the empty area is produced. It is called as the white area head or puddings in the case of the rice stem borer. So another one is the dead hearts with a series of pinholes, particularly the Chilo infuscatulus or Chilo partillus produces the series of holes as shown in here in Joa. Central shoot is dying and the lateral shoot or lateral branches will be increased or will be promoted after the dying of the central shoot. This type of symptom is particularly produced by the Lepidopteran stem borer in Java. The another one is the mining the leaves, the particularly in leaf miner in groundnut or most of the vegetable like tomato, chili, capsicum, it having very major problem that the leaf miner from the Diptera and the Lepidoptera, also serpentine leaf miner produces the galleries between the epidermis between the two upper and lower layer of the leaf by consuming over the chlorophyll, which is very difficult to manage and it also leads to the secondary damage, secondary infection of the fungus and bacteria through their wounds made on the leaf. So this is a very particular characteristic symptom produced by this leaf miner on groundnut and other vegetables. Another one is the galls on the plant, the um, shoot fly or the gall midge fly, which produces the silver shoot after the getting the galls in the tiller. So this is a very particular characteristic symptom produced by the insect paddy gall midge fly in the rice. So this is also one of the chewing and biting type of mouthparts or boring to the central shoot of the tiller. So this is very particular symptom can be observed in the rice field easily. Another one is the hopper buzz symptom. It is also very major problem, that is with the white black plant hopper or the brown plant hopper, that is PPH. So the central point on the field of rice getting burn like symptom with a circular patch. So this is a very important paste in the rice, that is it having the pasting a second type of mouth parts feeds externally over the leaf surface, and when there is a crowdy area, if the population is increasing day by day and the heavy use of the nitrogen fertilizer also leads to the increase in the numbers of brown plant hopper. So in the small window there is a picture of brown plant hopper, which is very common to associated with the rice crop. So this type of symptom, hopper buzz symptom, is produced by the sucking pest. Another sucking pest like Justice cotton leaf hopper, Amarasca bigotulla, produces the marginal blight like symptoms or the bronzing of the leaves. This is particular symptom is produced in the cotton with a dry spell of the rain. So this is very particular symptom that it also changing the shape of the leaf with crinkled and having some mosaic type of chlorophyll loss, chlorosis activity. So this is very particular sucking pest produces this type of symptom in the cotton. Another one is the aphids, which cause the curl dews during the some low temperature season. The very nymph and adults in very high numbers present below the leaf surface and sucking the cells up from the along the veins. So the leaf shape is get crinkled and the curly type of leaves is observed during the cotton field. It is also very important pest and produces this type of symptom even belong besides this. It also secretes honeydew on with black sooty mold, that is the Capodium fungus is being developed, which also affects on the chlorophyll development or the photosynthetic activity of cotton plant. Another one is the facing a second type of insect produces the dried and twisted shoots of the twigs, in particularly Phenobug cotton, Mealybug, Phenophoca solnensis, during the harvesting stage of the cotton and later stage after the January and December and January. This type of symptom, that is drying and twisting the shoots or twigs, is observed in the cotton. So another one is the thrips, that is the white specks on the leaves. This is a very particular symptom produced by the thrips even on grapes. This type of symptom is also produced by the thrips action of the thrips, because thrips having the right mandible is absent, so left mandible is used for the scraping of the lipidermis, and the maxillae is help to the sucking the cell sap what are the oozing out from the injury. So this is very particular symptom is produced in the groundnut, even in thrips. This type of the sclerotize the leaf fruit surface is also a very particular characteristic symptom produced by this thrips. So this is about the rasping, a second type of mouthparts which produces this type of symptom. So we have seen the different type of mouthparts. This is another silvery lines along with the vein, that is produced by the cotton thrips. Even with some black species also having this type of silvery lines along with the veins. This is particular symptom produced by the attack of thrips, and this is severely damage the photosynthetic activity and the leaf size of the plant. Also having very uh, great its contribution to yield loss. So this is very important. Again, the thrips, that is this having the rafting and second type. So this is important type of the important insect damage done by the insect in the field. So this will help to you to get the how the plant is damaged by the insect. So this video is prepared for the academic purpose, not for the commercial purpose. Thanking you.